Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we are going to talk about something that confuses so many English learners. Two small words that seem similar but are actually very different.
Yes, and these two words are used every single day in conversations, in emails, in messages, everywhere. So if you get them right, your English will sound so much more natural.
Exactly. So let us just jump right in. The two words we are talking about today are to and very.
Now, before we explain the difference, I want to ask you something. Have you ever said something like, "This food is too delicious," and then a native speaker looked at you a little confused?
Oh, that is such a great example to start with, because that sentence right there shows the most common mistake people make. And do not worry, by the end of this episode, you will never make that mistake again.
So let us start with the word very. Very is used to make an adjective stronger. That's it. Simple as that. If something is good, very good means it is more than just good. If something is hot, very hot means it is more than just hot.
Think of very as a word that turns up the volume. Like if good is volume 5, very good is volume 8. You are just increasing the strength of the word.
And the important thing about very is that it does not carry any negative meaning. When you say something is very beautiful, you're just saying it is extremely beautiful. There's no problem, no complaint, just a stronger description.
So you can say, the movie was very interesting. The weather is very nice today. She is very smart. All of these are just stronger versions of interesting, nice, and smart.
Now here is where people get confused. The word to looks similar. It sounds simple, but it carries a completely different meaning. To means more than what is needed or wanted. It means there's a problem.
Yes, this is the key. To always signals that something is excessive, that there is a negative result because of it. When you say something is too hot, you're not just saying it is very hot. You are saying it is so hot that there is a problem. Maybe you cannot eat it, maybe you cannot go outside.
Let me give you a really clear example. Imagine you order coffee. If I say the coffee is very hot, I'm just describing it. It's really hot coffee. That's fine. But if I say the coffee is too hot, I mean I cannot drink it right now because it will burn my mouth. There's a problem.
And that is the whole difference right there. Very equals strong description. To equals strong description plus a problem.
So now, going back to the example I gave at the beginning, this food is too delicious. Can you see why that sounds strange now?
Yes, because delicious is already a positive word. If you say something is too delicious, you are saying it is so delicious that there is a problem. But what problem could deliciousness cause? It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. The correct sentence would be, "This food is very delicious," because you are just saying it tastes amazing. There's no problem, no negative result.
Now, let's talk about sentence structure, because this is something a lot of learners do not think about. When you use to, very often there is a second part of the sentence that tells us what the problem is.
Right. For example, the bag is too heavy to carry. The movie was too long to watch in one sitting. She spoke too fast for me to understand. Do you hear the pattern?
To plus adjective plus to plus verb, or sometimes to plus adjective plus for plus someone. These structures are very common, and they show exactly why to always has that negative feeling.
Let us practice this together. I will say a situation, and we will decide if we should use very or to.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, the exam was difficult. I passed, but I had to study really hard.
So, since I passed, there was no problem. The difficulty did not stop me from doing something, so the answer is very. The exam was very difficult.
Exactly right. Now, what about this one? The shirt was expensive. I did not buy it because I couldn't afford it.
Ah, so here there is a problem. The price stopped me from buying it, so we use to. The shirt was too expensive.
See how natural that feels once you understand the logic? The question to ask yourself is always this: is there a problem or a negative result? If yes, use to. If no, use very.
Now let's talk about some more common mistakes, because I really want people to feel confident after this episode.
Yes, please, because I hear these mistakes all the time, even from intermediate learners who have been studying English for years.
Mistake number 1, saying I am too happy when you mean you are very happy. Happy is a positive emotion. There's no problem with being happy, so always say I am very happy.
Mistake number 2, saying the weather is very cold to go outside. This is mixing up the two words. If you're saying the cold is stopping you from going outside, use too. The weather is too cold to go outside.
Mistake number 3, using to with positive adjectives when you are giving compliments. This is the delicious example again. People do this with words like beautiful, kind, amazing, wonderful. You cannot say someone is too kind as a compliment in most situations.
Oh, wait, let us talk about that, because too kind actually can be used as a fixed phrase. When someone does something nice for you and you say, you are too kind, that is an expression of gratitude. It's like saying, you are so kind, even more than you needed to be. But this is a special fixed expression.
Right. So in everyday description, you would say she is very kind, not too kind. Fixed expressions are a little different from the grammar rules we are learning today.
Good point. So keep in mind that sometimes fixed expressions use words in ways that feel different from the rules. But for most situations, what we talked about will guide you correctly.
Now, I want to talk about using to with adverbs as well, because it's not just about adjectives. You can also use to with adverbs. For example, he drives too fast. She talks too quietly. They arrived too late.
And again, notice how each one of those has a built-in problem. If he drives too fast, there is a danger. If she talks too quietly, nobody can hear her. If they arrived too late, they missed something.
What about very with adverbs? Yes, you can do that too. He drives very fast. She talks very quietly. They arrived very late. Without to, these just describe how someone does something. There is no problem being stated.
Okay, let us also quickly cover one more thing. Some learners ask if they can use to mean also, like I want to go too, or me too. Is that the same word?
Great question. Yes, it is the same spelling, but a completely different meaning. When to means also, or as well, it goes at the end of the sentence usually. I like chocolate. I like chocolate too. She is coming. I am coming too.
So do not confuse these two uses. When to means also, it's easy. Just think of it as another way to say and me or and I. Me too, you too.
When to is used with an adjective or adverb in the middle of a sentence, that's when it means excessively. That's when there's a problem involved.
Let's do a quick recap, because I think going over the main points one more time will really help everything stick.
Absolutely. First point. Very is used to intensify an adjective or adverb. It makes the meaning stronger but does not suggest any problem.
Second point, to is used to show that something is more than what is needed or wanted. There is always a negative result or problem connected to it.
Third point. A helpful test is to ask yourself, is there a problem or negative result? If yes, use to. If no, use very.
Fourth point, to often appears in the structure to plus adjective plus to plus verb, or to plus adjective plus for plus someone.
Fifth point, be careful with positive adjectives. Words like delicious, beautiful, wonderful, amazing usually go with very unless you truly mean they are causing some kind of problem.
And sixth point, to can also mean also or as well when it comes at the end of a sentence. That is a completely separate use with a different meaning.
I think if someone listens to this episode a couple of times and really pays attention to those examples, they will start noticing these words in conversations, in songs, in movies, and they will understand them correctly every time.
And the more you notice them in real life, the more natural your own usage will become. That is the best way to learn. Pay attention to how native speakers use these words in context.
One last thing I want to say to anyone listening who is a beginner. Please do not feel overwhelmed. These two words confused even advanced learners for a long time. The fact that you are here learning about them right now means you are already ahead.
That is so true. Learning a language is a journey, and every small thing you understand is progress. Very real progress.
See what you did there? Very real progress, not too real progress.
Exactly, because there is no problem with the progress. It's just strong and genuine progress.
Perfect note to end on. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Practice these words today. Try making your own sentences using very and to, and see if you can feel the difference.
And if you want, write your example sentences somewhere and read them out loud. Speaking it out loud makes a huge difference in remembering it.
Until next time, keep learning and keep going. You are doing great.
Take care, everyone!